doubt that what he did, what he been doing. Like I appreciate that too, right, for the past decade. Yeah, right. But anyways, back, hey SNA fans, I'm like sorry about that, about the technical difficulties. When like on what just happened, like there, like in that towards the end of this video, like or the past video. But no matter, I made this second clip video. Like now I can talk about continue talking about finishing what I just started with. What just finished? What ended the show, which was Swerve Strickland taking on Konosuke Takeshita, and that's where we got. And also, I forgot to tell you guys that Adam Copeland said this is the AEW Championship is a championship and this is the first championship in over 13 or nearly 13 years, like since his last reign was for the AEW. It wasn't WWE, which they did a clear reference. Like that, the last belt he won was last belt he was holding was the World Heavyweight Championship back in 2011. And until like he suffered a neck injury, which he had to relinquish. Which guess who won that belt, which was none other than the guy he beaten last week, Christian Cage. But I think but he did won a belt was in 2023, but he only held it for one day. That was the same time guys finally holding now, which is the And let me know in the comments down below on do you think it's gonna be a better title reign than his first one, even though it already is because he surpassed 1 week, aka 7 days of becoming the AEW DNT Championship. But let's move on to the next slide. And hopefully Adam Copeland holds on to that title like more like whenever until when he loses the title naturally, like with somebody being more worthy of being a champion and dethrone him the old-fashioned way. But this is where we got Swerve Strickland. We got Konosuke Takeshita didn't start off by trying to handshake each other and show some respect, which it worked at first until they try to let go, but neither of them wanted to let go. This is where they start going on an arm war until Swerve Strickland won. This is where he got him in a arm drag. This is where he went for a back-to-belly maneuver, but this is where Konosuke, Konosuke Takeshita and Swerve Strickland are battling out with their arms, like going for an arm war, a hand arm war. This is where they're going for some kind of like if they're going, what's that like kind of a dance like at a dance like a dinner party where you dress up like in a suit and dress like in a very very fancy and etiquette party, like they're doing a little dance like that, like some kind of a French dance, I believe you can say like a French couple dance. But this is where until Konosuke Takeshita put him right into the left side corner on the ring. This is where he tried to Irish whip Swerve Strickland right into the right corner side. But this is where Swerve Strickland did a cartwheel and then flipped right onto the ropes. This is where he tried to go for a sunset flip onto Konosuke. But this is where Konosuke tried to go for a left hand the punch him right in the face so he can let go. But this is where he moved out of the way. This is where he rolled him up, like, and this is where in the cart with him getting back up and cartwheeling until he did pin him, but he kicks out at 2.3. But this is where we got Swerve Strickland going for an arm bar. But this is where we got Konosuke to then put his leg on the rope so he would let go. This is where then we got Swerve Strickland and then it was up, and this is where he waited for Konosuke Takeshita to get back up. This is where then Konosuke Takeshita go for a big super kick, but Swerve Strickland ducks out of the way, super kicks him right in the gut. This is where then Prince Nana was shouting "Who's out?" when fans are responding back saying "Swerve's out, who's out?" And then they continue to repeat. The answer Prince Nana back saying "Swerve's out." And then this is where he Irish whip Konosuke Takeshita right into the right side. This is where he tried to go for a clothesline, but Takeshita ducks out of clothesline, runs right to the left side. And this is where Swerve Strickland tried to go for a clothesline on the left side. But this is where Konosuke Takeshita ducks out of that and hit a clothesline of his own. Irish whip him right to the upper right side. This is where he goes for a clothesline, but this is where he tries to Irish whip him to the diagonal corner in the lower left. But this is where Strickland counters out of it. This is where he hits a big European uppercut. He snap mirrors him. This is where we got Swerve Strickland to hit an elbow drop right onto the back of Konosuke. This is where then Swerve Strickland started doing his version of that dance that Justin Jefferson started. And this is where then Swerve Strickland then knee him right into the head. And this is where fans was chanting "Whose house? Swerve's house" without Prince Nana saying "Whose house" for the fans to chant Swerve's house in response. They were doing it on their own, saying "Whose house? Swerve's house." Like when they were cheering on the potential Brendan rolled back in the ring, but this is where he tried to go for a pin, but he only got a 1.8 count. This is where Swerve Strickland picks up Takeshita, but Takeshita hit a forearm right to his face. This is where Swerve Strickland goes for a forearm back at him. This is where we got this is where then Konosuke Takeshita grabs onto the head of Swerve. This is where he tried to knee him right in the head, but this is where Swerve this is where he needs him at first. This is where he try to go for it again, but Swerve Strickland grabs onto his leg. He picks him up and hit a flatlining back suplex, something that you don't see every day. This is where Konosuke Takeshita got back up and hit a brainbuster right onto him in response. When Swerve Strickland tried to roll him up and try to go for a suplex of his own, like in a way that looked like the Three Amigos. But this is where Konosuke Takeshita then. This is where he starts stomping onto Swerve Strickland right to the bottom left side. This is where the referee was like, all right. Like he's already going through enough. Like his neck and his shoulders are not in the right place. And then this is where like he starts saying like it seemed like it is in the right place. Like but that doesn't mean just because it may look like on the outside doesn't mean that it's mirroring what's look like in the inside. But this is where we got. This is where we got Konosuke Takeshita goes for a forearm right to the face. This is where he goes for his right hand onto the face of Konosuke. But this is where Konosuke answers back with the right hand and the right forearm right to his face. With having Swerve Strickland hang right off the left side rope. This is where the Konosuke Takeshita then ran from the right side, try to go for a big bicycle knee strike. But this is where Swerve Strickland dodged out of the way, which he took some pointers from the Samoan submission machine, even though he didn't teach him, but he just took it. He just took Samoa Joe's advice, without Samoa Joe even knowing it, by whether if he taking it out of his playbook or even watched his interview from a couple months ago, and a recent interview on the Wrestling News about a couple months ago, or was it January or February? Let me know in the comments below when Samoa Joe mentioned it and explained where he got the nope spot from, like when him no selling the dive off a dive from his opponents, like when they try to go for a springboard dive or even a suicide dive or what's it called, or a top rope dive, what if it's on the outer side of the ring or inside the ring. But yeah, I believe he took played up. And this is where he hits a springboard German suplex right onto Konosuke Takeshita. But Konosuke hit a flying elbow right into the face of, or not more like a flying, more like it's where. And start hitting some forearm strikes, chops, kicks in the midsection. This is where he tried to go for a back fist, but this is where his shoulder, his shoulder and his neck was getting in his way. And this is where he started shooting out with pain out of his neck. And he's like, I think I must have pulled something. This is where it caught him off guard, and this is where Konosuke Takeshita took advantage. He hit a big right forearm right into the face of knocking out Swerve Strickland. Swerve Strickland could get his head up after taking such blow, and I was like, ow, and I hope that, and I was thinking to myself, I hope he didn't suffer some kind of injury, like a fractured vertebrae or fractured anywhere else in the neck, like in the the C1 or 2 or 3 or wherever, or even in the shoulders, like wherever kind of injury could possibly be. Let's hope it's just to have a couple week, like at least 14-day recovery, like from getting hit with such maneuver, like with brainbuster and then the forearm strike on top of that not made it more better. And this is where Prince Nana even was like, whoa, like, are you sure that's even legal? Like, and this is where and this is where we got Konosuke Takeshita finished him off with a discus lariat, but this is where Swerve Strickland to try to go for a German suplex or a big pressure. I'm not sure what it was because Konosuke Takeshita immediately reversed out of it, throws him right into the right corner side apron. But this is where Swerve Strickland shoulder bumps him right into the midsection when he was trying to close on him out of there. This is where then Swerve Strickland was like, hey, this is my house and I'm gonna protect it. This is where he goes up right on this is where he rolls up. This is where he slides and do like a little roll and trying to go for a face plant. But this is where Konosuke Takeshita caught him on his right onto his shoulders. Hits that hit a F10 face buster kind of like combo. This is where he hits a drop kick right into the face of Swerve Strickland. This is where we got Konosuke Takeshita then going for heading over to the right side of the ropes to get ready to hit a suicide dive. Or no, it was a rolling somersault senton onto the future AEW champion. This is where then he got him right up in the top rope. This is where he tried to go for a Falcon Arrow right on top, like with him facing the ring while Swerve Strickland facing the outside, like onto the right on the upper left side corner, like we was facing the outside, facing the turnbuckle, with Konosuke facing the canvas. This is where we try to go for the Falcon Arrow. This is where Swerve Strickland then stopped him. He was like no way, and he was like slow your roll, homie. And this is where he then started hitting some right hands right into the face of Konosuke. This is where he started hitting some going for right hands, right chops, which I'm not sure if he was doing himself any favors, even though he's not in the top 12 spot. But now he's more of a legend that's wise when he's wrestling inside the squared circle. And this is where Prince Nana then go back at it of Kenton, whose house, and then the fans respond back that it's Swerve's house. Indeed, Swerve's house. This is where Swerve Strickland tried to go for the Swerve stomp. It was a dive. It was a sky twister. That's what it was. He hit him with the sky twister splash. But when he tried to go for a pin, Konosuke Takeshita kicked out at 2.5. Swerve Strickland was like, how the hell did he kick out of that? Like shoot. And this is where Swerve Strickland was like, how did he kick out? This is when fans start saying this is awesome. And I was thinking to myself, like, yep, and that's the reason why I gave it the match of the night. Like, now looking back at it, I was like, this definitely earning a number one best match of the night, because they're giving it all what they came in there for, and that is giving each other one hell of a fight. But this is where and that's what both men did, in order to try to get a shot at Samoa Joe's championship. But this is where we got Swerve Strickland trying to go for big pressure onto Konosuke Takeshita, but Konosuke Takeshita then was trying to lock up his arms, and put it right onto his waist. And this is where Swerve was like, nope, you're gonna take this move one way or another. This is where Konosuke Takeshita was like, no, I got hit with this move, and I never will. And this is where Swerve Strickland nearly had him on that position, but this is where we got Konosuke Takeshita intercepts. This is where he hits a Poison Rana right in the middle of the ring. This is where he bounced back from the what's that called, the upper left side corner, and this is where he gets hit with the Blue Thunder Bomb, which he must have been arguing with Simon, which Simon saying, and I quote, the least most devastating move in all sports entertainment, the Blue Thunder Bomb, which he's going to be saying when he's going to upload his ups and down video. And and obviously it did not work. And this is where Konosuke Takeshita thought it would work. And this is where he started yelling at him on a Zoom call. He was like, what did he call him? You vulnerable, bald, you squeamish, weakling / vulnerable ball a-hole, I am going to do that move. And there's nothing that you're going to do about it because you never do that. And you just decide to let us do that move and thinking you're proving us wrong just by our opponents kicking out. They may have done so like at least like 99% of the time, but first of all, that move's not gonna work, like because you're not in Saudi Arabia, and just because you're outside of America doesn't mean it's gonna be in your favor. Like, and second of all, like I would love to see that move actually get the 1, 2, 3, but it's a more underrated move that's not going to be breaking the curse. Not even Canada can break that curse. Like the only curse breaking country that cannot feel the phases of this Middle East of Saudi Arabia, and I don't think AEW is going to be making a deal over to. Did somehow made a deal with them just to have one of their AEW events there, and we could possibly see someone like Konosuke Takeshita or even Chris Statlander finally winning with that move. Like, and we could and then we could see Simon Miller saying, like, see what I mean? Like, yeah, this move is cursed in American soil and other countries, but when you step in Saudi Arabia, it's absolutely blessed. A blessed company, country, to get a lucky pinfall victory with that move, and that's where Simon Mills like, and y'all, I understand why any of you guys like Sammy tried to test me this past Monday, but he didn't got a chance to win, and that's probably one of the reasons why he cannot get that much wins because he always try to attempt to do the move and try to instantly disobey me, even though he's not my responsibility. But I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to save their lives, and the reason I'm saying is because I love these guys, like Sammy failure every single time. And this is where Takeshita is like, false, like, you don't really like me. You just want to see me be humiliated and not trying to prove you wrong, like, because you're the reason why these Blue Thunder bombs never work. And then it's where I think he's now seeing that the move did not work, and he should have listened to Simon in a way, but at the same time, like, he's thinking, like, then again, it could be he didn't hit him hard enough. But Simon Miller would think that even if you did so, you still wouldn't get him by the 3 count. Maybe it'll be close at 2.999, but not 3. But anyway, this is where we got Konosuke Takeshita was getting ready to hit his finishing maneuver, which was like that Falcon Arrow, like, but this modified Falcon Arrow, I believe it's called. But this is where he'd start hitting him with forearm strikes, which I don't think that was a smart idea. Even though I guess he wanted to play a little wrestling tennis because he was craving it for some reason because he started doing it more and more until Swerve Strickland started going back, started hitting forearms right onto him. This is where the Swerve Strickland was like, my neck, like. And this is where Coach goes like, as you wish, like, if you say so. And this is where he tried to pull him back, but he gets kicked right in the midsection. This is where he got sent right into the upper right corner side. This is where we got Konosuke Takeshita direction. This is where he tried to go for a face plant, but this is where he gets knee strike right into this is where Konosuke Takeshita tried to attack him, a sliding roll up, but this is where Konosuke Takeshita puts him right onto the back to the corner in the bottom right. But this is where Konosuke Takeshita they try to hit him with trying to hit him with what's that move, like trying to hit him. Takeshita. This is where he tried to go for a pin, but this is where Takeshita managed to get the shoulders and the legs up at 2.99999999999, double 2.9 away from being 3. This is where he tried to go for the swerve stomp, but Takeshita flipped. This is where Swerve split the double swerve stomp right onto Konosuke Takeshita right on the outside. Ice-T. Until he hits him with a big pressure once again, and then hits him with a swerve stomp for the second straight time. He must have been double lucky. Like, maybe he found a card like of the what's that called, the double whammy hit, which that was the case when he hit him with a double swerve stomp, except this time inside the ring. But it's still accurate whether he does it in or outside the ring the first or second time. Like we got 1, 2, 3, and your winner and who's going to be going at AEW Dynasty against the current champ Samoa Joe, and that man is Swerve Strickland. And I want to give him a huge congratulations, and I'm glad that he did win the match. And what are your thoughts on this match? And like I said on the beginning of this video review, and I'll say it again, because it's more near for Swerve, while it's like maybe a couple. What's going to be the proceed? What's going to get this? Where he's like, yeah, you may have won this match, but that doesn't mean you're gonna do the same with me, like because you choked me out because back about a few weeks ago. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Swerve's gonna be the guy to win the championship about a month ago, but like it may not be like it was a month ago, but it still was now. Like, but he still is gonna be. He's still going to in April, like in his backyard, and also broke in his arch rival's house, which that's a crime, and luckily he did no time in AEW World Championship. And I want to say way to go to you, Swerve. But anyway, this is where Samoa Joe to close out the show with Swerve Strickland having his hand held high. And like, and you think you're the man, but you're not. That's what he definitely said. But yeah, that's how AEW closed out in a very interesting the man that swerves that when he drives out, perhaps it could be some sort of salt man of this of God's green earth, I should say. But we're just gonna have to wait and see on April 21st, I believe, or was it a bit later than that? But let me know about that in the comments down below. Video, and I'll give tonight's AEW episode a fully, I would say not a fully, but I'll say a very, I'll give them a remarkable 4.5 stars. Like, even though like it wasn't the most perfect AEW Dynamite, but it was still like an AEW Dynamite that you would want to watch. Like if on the road to AEW Dynasty, or even any other road to the next AEW pay-per-view in 2024, something that you want to be entertained about, which they gave you a variety of, with the hilarious moments with Thomas Tony Storm, and then intense rivalries like with the likes of Swerve Strickland and Samoa Joe, but in the three-way tournaments, like with the Young Bucks taking on Private Party and the Best Friends taking on the Kingdom, the Undisputed Kingdom, let me rephrase that, to see who's going to be making it to the semifinals and into the finals, to find whoever's going to make it to the finals on the right side, on AEW Dynasty, and it's very interesting and exciting. We could possibly see it could be the Young Bucks or the Best on either of these two arms, like at April 21st, which I believe we could see